I don't need to go back to the Yuba's place right now.
No point in going back in there at the moment. I don't need to do anything else. I don't want to talk to Liba.
Yeah, so you can try...
So what do you want to do, Gabriel?
Von Glau's place gives me a hangover.
Right.
I'll see him this afternoon.
You can't go anywhere now except for to the hunt club, because they're about to leave. For the hunting trip, which we are apparently going on, because that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And we don't write a note to Grace. Because fuck Grace. She only gave up school to come and help us do shit. Stupid woman.
Not to least. Zeva.
Zeva.
Good.
We are the
There
richest
you are.
douches in the world.
Ready to go?
Look at our
I suppose,
fluffy pants.
I don't really have any stuff. Von Agner said he had guns at the lodge.
Oh, we'll fix you up. Never fear. Gentlemen, let's go.
Puffy pants only.
Not even any like lederhosen. Is it leder or lederhosen?
Like I would know.
I don't want to say it wrong. It's important. It's got purple walls.
Henneman, Price. You two sleep in Price's room. Gabriel will take Henneman's for now.
Herrgott Sakra. Ja, Baron.
So,
Your room is the last door on the left upstairs. Today, we relax. Tomorrow, we hunt.
Price called Henneman a drunk.
Great.
And apparently Henneman doesn't think
Can't
much
wait.
of Price either. I guess.
I'll never be able to sleep in this place, not without a barricade on the door. I could use a shower, but I want to look around first.
Mm-hmm. There's some video game logic or adventure game logic in this chapter.
Oh, goody.
See if you can spot it.
Hey.
Well,
So now we know which room is Von Cell's, but we also saw him lock it, so there's no way we're going to just be able to go in.
It's no use. I saw him lock it myself.
How are we going to get into Von Cell's room? An adjacent room would make sense, but I guess we're just going to go out the window? Let's talk to Henneman, who's drinking.
Hey, Henneman. Looks like we finally have a chance to talk.
Well, as long as my glass is full, you can ask me anything you like.
You are an actual alcoholic.
seems that way.
You don't even try to hide it. Well, good for you.
Nice yellow turtleneck.
Are you
by the way.
especially close to anyone at the club?
Oh, I drift on the fringes, Herr Knight. You, however, seem to have gone straight to the top.
Oh, I don't think so.
Don't be modest. Everyone can see you as a new golden boy. Why do you think Von Zell bothers to hate you?
Are you and Von Zell good friends?
No, I was never good enough for Von Zell. No, I get along better with those who do not think so much of themselves.
Von Agner? No.
Yeah, Von Eigner's a good man. Dr. Klingman, too, I like. He comes by the Doneasel and drinks with me sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you could stop by sometime if you want. I don't like drinking alone.
And I'm always drinking.
Thanks. Maybe I will.
So I never like to be alone.
This is a nice hunting lodge. Do y'all come here often?
Oh, at least once a month altogether. Oh, we can come anytime we want by ourselves.
Do you have any other properties where y'all hunt?
Yeah, we have a lodge at Alfdorf, but we don't go there much. It is not so convenient as this one.
Alfdorf.
Mm-hmm.
What about that other lodge?
Is the club in Alfdorf close to a forest, too?
Oh, not close. In. It's in the Naturpark Schwäbisch-Frankreichischer Wald.
Of course it is.
That's the other forest where people have been disappearing about once a month. And they go hunting once a month.
Have you ever heard of the Black Wolf?
Black Wolf? No.
Okay. So far, not many bites on that other than Von Klauer.
You and Klingman make an unlikely pair. What do you find to talk about?
Herr Doctor likes to discuss the club philosophy. He's very enthusiastic, you know.
Yeah, we got that.
That's what made him want to join in the first place.
You sponsored Klingman's membership.
Me? No. Von Zell.
Von Zell. He doesn't seem like the welcoming type.
Oh, that's what I thought, too. You know, when Von Zell brought Klingman in, I thought they must be very close. But the way Klingman asks questions, you'd think he hardly knew Von Zell. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I mean, who can say why Von Zell does anything?
Certainly appears as though Klingman was brought in by Von Zell specifically for the wolves.
Is there any reason you don't want a room with Price?
No, you may not have noticed, but the man is a rotting Schwein. Why the Baron puts up with him, I will never know. I can tell you what he's doing right now up there in his room.
Wanking?
He has shut himself in the bathroom. And he isn't taking a bath.
Oh, so he's wanking.
I tell you, you can't turn your back on a man like that. No one is safe.
I think you'd want to turn your back on that. I mean,
What if he yanks on your back? Yeah, that wouldn't
is
be
that?
I
is that
thought
worse?
Price was a hotshot lawyer.
Yeah, was 10 years ago. He's lucky he doesn't need the money now because he can't get work.
Why not?
He's too obvious with his nature, you know? Okay, so maybe other men are like this, you know, thinking only what's between their legs. Price, he has no respect for normal human decency. He flaunts his perversion.
Isn't that what the club's about? Getting in touch with one's instincts, being primal?
Yeah, okay, so it is. That's a question for the Baron, not for me. I only say what I see about Price.
Henneman doesn't seem very caught up in the club philosophy.
Thanks for the talk.
Yeah, auf Wiedersehen.
It doesn't seem like he's involved. We didn't really get much else out of that conversation other than the Klingman detail. But we're pretty sure we've picked part of this. There's no way that Von Zell wasn't involved in the Zoo Wolves capture and release. He obviously contacted Grossberg. So this is Price's room. He's in the
I'm pretty
bathroom.
sure Herr Price is in there, and I don't want to know what he's doing.
He's wanking.
Yeah, we're pretty sure that.
Yeah. He's pulling his pud. It's fine. Let's go through his shit.
Spanking the monkey.
Yes. Hey, rope.
Choking the chicken.
And a whip. There's a whip in his... That's a thing. Why would he bring a whip?
Some people like that sort of thing.
Really?
Although where he expects to find horrors in the forest.
Yeah, where's he? Yeah, forest horrors?
Maybe he
Forest
has
dominatrixes?
a romance with one of the other dudes.
Who?
I don't know. The Baron seems kind of weird.
Oh, okay.
Like, not just gay, but creepy.
I guess Price was talking to Von Klauer, and we don't know what they were talking about. Anything under the bed?
Monsters.
Doesn't seem like it.
But they can't get you if you jump into the bed.
Right. Okay, there's no adjoining door, so there's only one way to get into Von Zell's room. And that's to go out the window. Now, look, I don't mean to be overly nerdy here, but this is not how physics works. Specifically, you cannot push on rope. Do you know that?
Yeah.
It's one of those things, you know?
It doesn't really work that
It's
way.
a tensile
Runs
material.
along the entire face of the building. Too narrow to walk on, though. Without help.
See, this just makes absolutely no fucking sense.
I hate it when I come up with ideas like this.
Ideas like what? This makes no sense.
Use your magical rope.
I mean, you could go a little ways with that rope to help you, but you cannot. As you walk out, all it would do is save you if you fell, but it wouldn't keep you on the roof. Also, I don't know why they decided to take so long with this. Like, every little detail is shown, and it takes Gabriel forever to walk across this roof. It's next door. Okay, fine. Yeah, that would have happened.
Right. Plausible.
Fine. Sure. But now, like, look at it. Like, if you're halfway in between those two windows, how is that rope helping?
Makes you feel better? It's, like, logical.
It's first of all, it's only the second story. It doesn't look like it's that far of a fall.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my brother jumped off the roof of our house once for fun, or maybe it was one of his friends. The 2-story. Pretty high up.
At least if Gabriel was able to actually walk, this would kind of make sense. I guess I don't really know what Gabriel expects to find in Von Zell's room. But he certainly is our chief suspect, barring a Von Glauer touching our hair thing. You know. Yeah, maybe he just likes us.
Maybe he wants to know why we keep touching our hair. It's like, what is up with that hair?
It's
is
fabulous.
it like the nicest feeling hair ever?
Yeah. I think that's pretty clear. Seriously, that took 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And they shot all the footage. I mean, I'm sure it was a lot of work.
Lots of dumb things are a lot of work.
I think when this was made, it was one of the most expensive productions. But I think some of the actors said that, like, they got 2 takes to do any given thing. So that's just like, that's how much film they bought. It was way too expensive. Nowadays, you could do as many takes as you want.
Infinite film.
Yeah.
Because it ain't film.
Yeah. Well, there's the time, I guess. So you couldn't see it from that angle, but as we uselessly search the bed, we can see that there's the notebook that we found in the basement is on Von Zell's nightstand. So let's check that out. Seems like maybe the only thing that's worth looking at here. So here's the page we already saw. You know what? That page that they just showed doesn't match the one in the video.
Same entry I saw at the Hunt Club.
Right. So Von Eigner's debt got slashed in half for getting the number for Grossberg. We heard that. Or that's what we are led to believe. Baron Von Zell. The newspaper says that the wolves which are missing from the zoo have been up to no good. It's funny to consider that you and I know the zoo wolves cannot be guilty and that no one else knows this. I feel morally bound to tell the police, but I am a businessman and could be persuaded to go against my instincts. A measure of good faith, say 500,000 marks, could ease my conscience.
If I'm not mistaken, Grossberg was
That
trying
was
to
a
cash in on
stupid
all the
threat to
excitement
send.
around the missing zoo wolves.
Okay.
Von Zell must have been the new business partner Grossberg told Dorn about. Guess Von Zell didn't care much for the idea.
And we know why Grossberg thought he was coming into a bunch of money. He was blackmailing von Zell about the zoo wolves.
How did he not think he was going to come into an untimely death?
Yeah, because the only logical explanation is that that von Zell was the one committing the murder.
Not even a ring in the tub. Not surprised for someone as anal as Von Zell.
What did he think? Who did he think was killing these people if it wasn't the wolves? If the wolves were taken by von Glauer, or not by von Glauer, by von Zell, and he's the one you're blackmailing, yeah, you're an idiot. What the hell do you think is going to happen? Let's check out von Zell's bathroom.
Nothing unusual about the rug.
Something going on under there.
That's a dirty footprint.
Hello. Someone's been tromping around barefoot in the mud.
Barefoot?
Orange mud at that.
That's interesting. When did he have time to do that? I guess no one's cleaned it since the last time they got here.
Could be.
Are there cleaning people? Also, what was with that dramatic music as we walked out of the bathroom?
Yeah.
It never happens.
I can't go out that way. I'd have to leave the door unlocked.
Good point. We better go back out the window.
Yes.
Fuck.
Goddamn birds.
Are those all bird noises? Aren't those the same noises that we heard at the zoo? Did they only have one ambient? Maybe there were monkey noises in that. I can't remember. So, what's interesting is that none of the people really fit what von Glauer said about them. That they were all titans of business that had used the club philosophy to achieve great things. Henneman is high up in the government. Well, no, he's not. He's a drunk, and he's according to Price, he's been scheduled for early retirement. Price is one of the greatest trial lawyers in Munich, except no, he's not, because he sticks his dick into anything that he can. Von Zell, it doesn't seem like has done much of anything except for help out his cronies by giving them loans. Von Eigner is the only one who it seems like is genuinely pretty successful, but you know, he's also kind of a drunk. He's fat. He doesn't strike us as somebody that, you know, he's not like really a man's man or anything, but I guess maybe he fits the bill. Well, does von Glauer not know this? Does he not, is he actually fooled by everybody? Or does he genuinely think he got all these fine specimens?
Well, they used to be cool, some of them, right?
And what has von Glauer really done?
Be ambiguously gay.
This is von Eigner's room. We have some things that we can talk to von Eigner about. We heard him talking on the tape.
Oh,
tattling
sorry, I
on
didn't know you were
us.
busy.
Mach nicht. I'm always up for company.
Okay.
Great.
That one bird.
So,
is
amuse me, Hannah.
That one.
Yeah.
I want to sick Dale on that bird.
Yeah, and you can hear it everywhere in the house.
Ugh.
Tell me about the club.
From what I hear, you've already grilled the others about it. Really, it's so tedious.
Time to grill you.
All right, we can talk about something else. Can I assume you're a fan of the club philosophy?
Well, look at me. I love to eat and I love to drink. I own a butchery and a brewery, which means I love people who love to eat and drink. If I could make it the national religion, I would.
Ha 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 ha. National religions are
Point
funny.
taken.
I see you have grapes on a pillow.
That's a bit peculiar.
Well, that's what it looks like, anyway.
Have you heard of the Black Wolf?
Nein, I don't know this.
Are you sure?
Maybe there are black wolves here, maybe not. I have never seen them, I have only heard them.
What do you mean you heard them?
These wolves in the woods. I'm glad I never saw them. They make such sounds. It makes your hair stand on end.
We were led to believe there were no more
Are you telling me
wolves.
you've heard wolves around here?
Yeah, of course. You should be sure you don't go out in the dark at night. These wolves, sometimes they sound very close by.
But Klingman told me wolves are extinct in Germany, except for maybe a few in the Alps. We're not close to the Alps, are we?
Your Herr Doctor is obviously mistaken. There are wolves in the woods. I've heard them myself many times.
That is not consistent. Klingman would not have been to the hunts very many times, right?
Do you know what type of animal we'll be hunting tomorrow?
Deer, I suppose.
Oh, that's too bad. I mean, it's too bad we don't have something more interesting to hunt.
What do you mean?
Well, Grossberg's death's gonna make it difficult to get anything really challenging. Leopards, lions, things like that.
You enjoy sticking your neck out, don't you?
Do I?
Maybe.
A little bit.
If it were me, I wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of someone like Von Zell.
Well, right now we're getting on the wrong side of you, which is not nearly as threatening.
Yeah, you're kind of pudgy.
What
And
does Baron Von Zell have to do with Grossberg?
Nothing.
But he knew Grossberg. You asked him about Grossberg the other night at the club.
My, what big ears you have.
You gave Von Zell Grossberg's name, why?
Because he asked me for it.
Mm-hmm. And gave him a financial incentive to do so.
Were you the club's main contact with Grossberg?
Yeah. Buying and selling exotic animals isn't exactly legal in Germany. The others didn't want to know.
Oh, Von Eigner was way into Von Zell's debt, too.
Do you know why Von Zell wanted Grossberg's name?
He did not share his reasons with me.
Well, you must have thought something.
I assumed that since Von Zell was getting too big for his britches, and since he was no longer von Glauer's pet, that he had intentions of leaving and starting his own club.
And you didn't have a problem helping him go independent?
I would love to see him leave. And I'm not the only one.
That tracks. So he was into Von Zell for $1 million.
Would your cooperation in giving out Grossberg's name have anything to do with the money you owe Von Zell?
How do you know about the money?
Snoopy.
You only been with the club a few days. Did the Baron say something?
There's a clock.
What's a big secret?
It's hard to...
Von Zell is a banker, isn't he?
That's right, he is a banker, and I am a successful businessman.
Not that successful.
There you go. And he offered to cut your debt in half for a small favor, I understand. It's not your fault Grossberg's dead.
Yikes.
I think you should excuse yourself now, Herr Knight. It's getting cold.
Gonna wank
Sure,
now.
no problem.
Why is everybody wanking?
Close the door on the way out, please.
It's a fucking wanking lodge.
Maybe.
Who takes a bath?
That guy.
It's weird.
Maybe they don't have actual showers. It's kind of old-timey.
Yeah, I guess. How do they have water at all?
Enter.
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 Sure thing, Mr. Accountant.
All settled there?
Uh-huh. Nice place.
Yes, it is. You should go for a walk. The woods are beautiful, and you could get your bearings before tomorrow's hunt.
Good idea.
Mm-hmm.
He's busy. Friedrich wouldn't appreciate me messing around in here.
No, you're not going to search his stuff right in front of him.
No.
Well, immediately behind him.
So, here's Herr Dr. Klingman.
Come and see.
And man, do we have a lot of shit to talk to him about.
What do you want, Knight?
Just scoping things out.
Really? Look all you want at the great wonders of this room, then leave. I'm trying to rest.
Alright. You want to play it that way?
I wouldn't mind a chat, but Klingman needs a little attitude adjustment first.
We need a hammer. Or we could just drop this on him.
You could jingle them in front of his face and make him bad at them. Which is basically what he's doing right there. It's like,
Hildegard
dangle,
and
dangle,
Parcel.
dangle.
Nice names.
My God.
Don't worry. I'm not gonna turn you in.
Please, Knight, it would mean my job.
Yeah, I said I wouldn't. Not if you tell me exactly what happened.
I'm afraid.
Of Von Zell.
It's his fault. I only followed his instructions.
Why did Von Zell want to kidnap those wolves?
He said he wanted to own a pair because he admired their nature as predators. He told me he would keep them in a private place, a safe place, to study.
How did you meet Von Zell in the first place?
He came to one of my lectures about 3 months ago. He was very knowledgeable about wolves, very.
He said he admired my work. I was impressed by his knowledge and his title.
Then he told me about the club, about how exclusive it was, about their philosophy. It was like a dream come true for me.
Yes, it is seductive. So the wolves were your price of admission. How did you get the wolves out of the zoo?
I led Baron von Zell and another man that I didn't know into the zoo through a delivery gate. The other man drugged the wolves with some meat. When they were asleep, he and von Zell put 2 of them into the truck and drove off. I was afraid when the police came and investigated the next day, but they didn't find anything. I thought we had gotten away with it. Then the killings started.
Your wolves aren't responsible. They were shipped to Taiwan. They never hurt anyone.
That is more of a relief than you could possibly imagine.
But it seems quite likely that somebody hurt them.
The wolves,
and
are they safe?
ate them.
I don't have that information. What do you think?
Yeah.
Also, that stuff would have been really good to tell the police.
Guess that's all I need to know.
Please don't say anything to the police. I swear I have told you everything.
Yeah, I know. I won't tell your dirty little secrets.
Well, he can't tell the police about Von Zell
For safekeeping.
without telling them about you.
You enjoy your nap, Doc?
So presumably Von Zell took Grossberg. So Grossberg knew about the wolves, not only because he helped ship them out, but because he actually helped abduct them in the first place. He got a little greedy. This fireplace will not be lit until we've done everything that I've done.
God, could you kill that bird?
That fire feels good.
And the reason that you need the fireplace to be lit is because we need these matches.
I would think the matches would be there regardless, but whatever.
They are not, strangely. Yep, those are matches, all right.
Oh my God. When you rub the thing on the thing, it lights on fire. That's so cool.
We will be needing one other object on our impending trek out to the forest. Where is Von Zell right now?
Nice closet.
We haven't seen him around.
Ooh, a lamp.
Everybody else is here.
That lamp is ripe for stealing.
And we know Von Zell has been walking barefoot in his bathroom.
With filthy feet.
With filthy feet. Filthy bare feet. That's interesting. Most people don't walk barefoot in the woods.
'Cause it's dirty.
It's dirty. It's muddy.
And it's full of, like, gross things.
Sharp things, maybe.
Bitey things. Yeah. Deer ticks. Other kinds of ticks.
Do ticks often attack people's feet?
Well, they might, given the opportunity. Most people wear shoes in the goddamn woods, so I don't know.
True.
But I think you're supposed to check, like, under your socks for ticks.
Huh.
You know, people who grow up in the country talk about how they used to
Tools.
pull ticks off their siblings. Like, it's no big
Shears.
deal. I'm like...
These might come in handy.
Yeah, sure. Meanwhile, when I was growing up, we thought ticks were, like, you know, the worst thing. Like, the most horrifying, awful... Like, you would surely die if there were a tick on you. We would be coated in DEET for every holiday.
I mean, Lyme disease is...
Yeah, and we were, like, terrified of Lyme disease, but apparently these country people were just like, whatevs, pull the ticks off.
But don't they ever get Lyme disease?
You'd think they must, but I don't know.
So this... Oh, hey, look, there's some orange mud. The print we saw was of a human foot. In this earth...
There are traces of an orangish mud in the print.
And that's a big-ass paw print. It certainly superficially looks like the wolf print we found outside the Huber farm. If you keep walking in this direction when you get back to the lodge... the layout of this is a little bit weird. You can't go in every direction on every screen. Here's a ravine.
The ravine's pretty deep. I don't think I can cross it.
That may be important later.
Gonna pitch someone in there?
Yes, we're gonna throw somebody in there. If we go down here, we will find more mud.
Hello, mud.
With the same print.
My God, it looks like dirt.
I think we're relatively confident that Von Zell might be a werewolf.
The earth is orange over here. Must be some minerals in the soil.
There are not supposed to be wolves here. Let's trek through these bushes. Sharp.
Like literally
it's sharp.
through
No, he can't. He can't do it.
Well, he's got like scissors.
Owie. My hands. Alright,
I'm not making much progress against those briars, not with my bare hands.
Yeah, use your damn shears. Yeah, we have to sit and cut these plants.
Sounds fun.
I mean, how hard could it really be? He can't get through there. How did the wolf, with a werewolf, get through there? Assuming it is a werewolf.
Has fur. And tougher skin, I guess.
Oh.
Den-like.
Yeah, let's go into this cave. That seems like a great idea.
Oh yeah, and that sound. That's the happy, cheerful sound.
Mm-hmm. Maybe he can't hear that.
What? Why not? It's super loud.
Let's do some spelunking.
Does that necessarily involve water or no?
God damn.
What? Smelly?
Yeah, it stinks.
Yeah, you really want to go into a cave where you have to crawl in.
Yeah. Without a flashlight.
Yeah.
With like a shitty oil lamp that we have not yet lit.
Brilliant idea.
I don't think you can light it before that.
Also, there's like alien noises happening.
Yeah.
Which is a little strange.
Yeah, there might be aliens in there.
Well, you know. Werewolves, aliens.
Right, they're pretty much the same thing.
Voodoo.
What's that smell?
Your mom.
That's mean.
Ew.
This is
Ew.
this is munching noise.
That's gross.
Those are really gross. So Gabriel almost fell in that hole.
Christ! It's a big fucking hole.
Yep. So you can come here without the lamp.
Something's down there.
Is it the thing making those revolting eaty noises?
I think that might be it.
Because, ugh.
Alright, it's time to see what the hell's going on here. I don't feel good about this. Like, is there oil in that lamp?
Sure hope so. Not much use otherwise. A puny oil lamp. Ew.
Oh man.
I might be inclined to pitch my oil lamp at him. 'Cause bit of dry heaves.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty vile.
Gabriel loses his lunch a little bit.
Also, those corpses mostly didn't look very fresh. But
no, they didn't.
He had like blood on his mouth.
Yeah.
So.
Well, maybe only one. Maybe he doesn't eat the heads. I don't.
Like he has a fresh one down there in addition.
Yeah, I mean, Werner Huber said that the wolf took part of Tony, not all of her. So he may not. He may only like certain cuts of human.
Right.
So the only, obviously now we know that Von Zell's a werewolf, but we still don't know whether he's the Black Wolf, do we?
Well, he's blonde,
What's happened?
so obviously he's not.
Happened, nothing happened.
Gross
You look
stuff.
like you've seen a ghost.
No,
Not
just a
No,
weird dude eating some dudes.
Sweet Jesus.
Oh,
In
like,
the woods.
Show me.
really?
Maybe you should just tell him what it is.
Gabriel, where are you going?
In there.
He does not have a flashlight. Also, I'm pretty sure that's not how oil lamps work. Like, you can't just light an oil lamp and then, like, hold it out from you and it, like, illuminates the whole room.
Not unless it's a room made of mirrors.
Why didn't they just give him a flashlight?
Yeah. Well, so how do you feel about that?
Something must be done.
Did you see him Did you see Von Zell?
Von Zell?
No. I didn't see anybody. Only the bodies.
But he was in there before. Eating. Fonzel is a werewolf.
Go on.
It looks like he's been killing like this for a long time, using the woods for cover at this lodge and at your other lodge in Alfdorf. I think he stalks his victims to learn their habits, and then attacks them in secluded spots. He drags them back here to the cave to eat.
Them.
The victims are reported missing since no bodies are ever found. Fonzel's careful not to let himself be seen in wolf form. One woman did see him, but no one believed her. Then something changed. I don't know why. Fonzel cooked up this plan to steal wolves from the zoo. Wolves that public mutilations could be blamed on. But he needed an inside man. So he seduced Klingman into wanting to join the club, then used a lure of sponsorship to set up the kidnapping. But then he needed a way to get rid of the wolves, a way that guaranteed the wolves wouldn't be found by the police. He knew the club got exotic animals on the black market. He'd been doing it for years. Von Agner had built up a massive debt to Vonzel. Vonzel offered to subtract part of it if Von Agner gave him the name of the exotic's contact. The contact was a man named Grossberg. Now, Grossberg was perfectly willing to get rid of the wolves for a fee. But Grossberg got greedy. When he read of the wolf killings in the newspaper, he tried to blackmail Vonzel. That's when Vonzel killed him.
Did he eat him?
I knew Vonzel was deeply disturbed, but
Cannibalism.
this is incredible.
Yeah, but it's true. We have to call the police. I know the man in charge of the case.
No! The police would never believe us.
That's probably true.
Nothing
I
in
don't
their
know.
mentality prepares them for something like this.
No, but
Besides,
Cannibalism isn't wholly unheard
I am
of
responsible
in
for
the
Vonzel.
Yeah.
annals of criminal history.
I knew that philosophy was powerful, but I never realized that someone could take it to such a hideous conclusion.
Right.
I helped create this. I must stop it. With your help, that is.
What are you proposing?
Will
That
you
you
give me
and I
puffy
hunt him.
pants?
Tonight.
Bad.
The most
I don't know.
dangerous game.
That's what you came to the club to do, isn't it? Hunt down and kill Tony Huber's murderer.
Who told
How'd you know?
You're not the only one who can ask questions. It's all right. I'm glad you showed up. Now we must act. Meet me at the stable at midnight. Until then, be discreet. The others could only slow us down.
Uh-huh.
All right.
I don't know what
Tonight it is.
Von Glauer thinks here. He thinks that because of the club philosophy that Vonzel became a werewolf of his own volition.
What rough beast slouches towards the hunt, it's prey to be undone.
Don't, you're creeping me out.
Am I? I have a tendency to do that to people.
You could work on that.
How are the clothes?
I feel like Lord fucking Byron.
Nonsense. You look better than he ever did. And you'll need that extra warmth tonight.
That he looks better than Byron. How the fuck would he know what Byron
Yeah.
looks like?
We don't ride much in the States.
Are there photos of Byron?
Well, there's paintings and
We
stuff.
are not taking the
but
horses.
He certainly did sound like he knew that.
It's too dangerous
you
to
know,
ride at night.
personally.
Another question I had. I mean, does
I
it?
suppose you have a plan?
We shoot him.
Yeah.
We need to corner him. The best place is the ravine.
I think I'd better run defense.
I'm sure you have your own methods.
Mm-hmm.
But if I were you, I would keep close.
You've got a dagger and we haven't used it yet, so...
Well... Horsey noises. Walking in the woods, walking in the woods, walking.
Why? So here's the question, and Gabriel sort of alluded to it. First of all,
Stay right behind me.
It's kind of weird that Von Zell waited until now to do the Zoo Wolves thing and then go on a massacre. Although we certainly believe that it was him. Look at Von Glauer putting something in his ears. Certainly strange. Why would Von Zell have kidnapped 2 wolves? If he...
Frederick. I heard something.
Isn't that weird?
Maybe he planned to kill more people than could plausibly be attributed to one missing wolf.
But they were together. They would kill together.
Well, yeah.
So why would it doesn't? It's a little weird that he would take 2.
Maybe he wanted them to have a friend each.
On the other hand,
Damn it, Friedrich.
Friedrich!
Friedrich, what the fuck? There's creepy trees all over the place.
Yeah.
Although not as creepy as the ones in King's Quest 4.
Lieber said that they found evidence of only one animal.
Friedrich!
And if that's Von Zell, then who was the other wolf supposed to be? You would think that if Von Zell went through this, that there should be evidence of 2 animals. So there's... We know Von Zell's a werewolf, but the whole thing still doesn't quite add up. We're missing something, it seems.
Is he taking off his talisman?
No, he's getting it ready.
Oh.
This is our ace in the hole. This is how we are gonna hopefully not get killed.
Right.
This is exactly the same forest. All of the paths are the same.
It's just blue now.
You needed to explore.
Yeah.
Oh, and we encounter Von Zell right away. Now we can push him. We can run away, or we can push him back. But ultimately, we need to get Von Zell to the ravine. We need to corner him in the ravine. And if you don't remember where the ravine is, you're kind of fucked here. You're gonna have to just play around. But there is 1 or 2 places like this where
Dead end.
yes. Where the very realistically rendered 3D werewolf will tear Gabriel's throat out and kill him. Look, I know this was made a long time ago, but they could have done a better job hiding what the wolves look like.
Yeah.
So that you had to avoid that, obviously. Any other screen other than that one is safe. You can't be killed. But if you get cornered by Von Zell, you're dead. So don't do that. So this is one way to do it. I don't think it's the only way. In fact, I think this may not be the shortest way. Now you want to just sort of... Yeah. So hang... Oh, no, I fucked up. So this is not what I wanted. So he's on the wrong side now. I'm actually going to... I think I run away. I should run away here. It doesn't help us to have him where he was. I need him to come from the other direction. So here I'm going to run away and goad him to coming back. It's the screen to the left of the one we were just on. We need to push him downwards, and it's a pain in the ass because, see, right now I can't push him to the right screen. So we'll just run away. And now he randomly chose to be on the bottom of the screen, and that's what we want. So if I push him back there, he'll end up on the ravine, and that'll be it. Oh, no, he went the wrong way.
Damn it, Wolf.
Right? I mean, it looked like he was facing us, but you don't have control over what he does. So now I'm just going to come back to the screen and wait. But this is not the same. Previously, we were on the left-hand side, and he was above. He was where we are now. So now, if we push him back, he'll be on the correct screen, and hopefully in the right place. He does appear to dislike the talisman, and we saw Von Glauer touch the talisman, and he didn't much care about it. Maybe that seems to absolve Von Glauer.
I don't know.
Well, like I said, there's something missing from this equation.
He seems to have known Lord Byron personally, which
Just
is
that one
mighty suspicious.
That one indiscreet comment.
Don't drop your talisman, idiot.
Gabriel gave him a little punch, and Von Glauer appears at the correct time. Now what did we just see? The wolf seemed to gesture to Von Glauer to do something, and Von Glauer seems unwilling to shoot the wolf, but he's a hunter.
And what did Grace tell us in that PowerPoint?
Yeah, what did Grace tell us? She said that and now Von Zell is gesturing to us toward Von Glauer.
Shoot them both.
Gabriel seems to have picked something up from that. But that's right. The book told us that the alpha cannot kill the beta. Now Von Glauer removes something from his ears.
Guess my secret's out. I'm obviously not a hunter. This shit sickens me.
You're less experienced than I thought. But not for long, I'm sure. Oh, it's the wound. We need to clean it.
Guess he got me. Fuck. Fuck!
Bitten by a werewolf, that sucks.
Well,
wait a minute.
Not if you killed him.
I shot him.
Yeah, but you didn't
made me shoot him.
Cut his head off or something.
Well, no, I mean, if you got him in the lung, he's dead.
Oh, Christ.
So Von Zell is dead. And as long as Von Zell was the alpha, we're good.
Thank God you made me shoot him.
But we're kind of suspicious about that.
This is not the last
I'll pick you up in
chapter.
the lodge, and I'll drive you back to Munich in the morning. I think you've done enough hunting for one trip.
Maybe. So they're just like, see ya, dead guy.
They're just gonna leave Von Zell there.
Seems mean.
Seems mean.
Well, no meaner than shooting him, I guess.
He ate a little girl.
Yeah, that's pretty mean too.
Yeah.
Yeah.